Hey everybody, Mr. Bigham here today, coming to you live from my front room. I'm going to go through the grade options, and this is for underclassmen, so 11th, 10th, 9th, 8th, 7th mark. So this is underclassmen, let's just say juniors and under. So you guys have two options, all right? If you watch the senior one, you guys do not have the option to take your grade when we left. So if you're looking at the senior one, you guys have two options. You can do credit, no credit, and this is a little bit different than pass fail. So most colleges look at a pass fail as a D minus when they do that. This will be coded as COVID-19 credit, so it'll be different. It won't look like that pass that a lot of people view as bad. So if you want the credit, no credit, and you'll let me know, I think it's on June 1st. You don't have to let me know today. But eventually, once we get down closer to the end of the year, you guys will let me know what option you guys are going to take, and you guys only have two. So credit, no credit. With credit, no credit, you need to do from when we started this on 4/13 till the end of the year, so let's say 6/12 or whatever it is, you need to do 60% of the learning engagements. So that means in the grade book on my start, you guys will see 20 learning engagements. I know, I need to put 20 of those in there. And you'll either get a 0 or 1. And you need to have a 1 for 60% of those, which, all of you mathematicians out there, that would be 12. So you need to complete 12 at a minimum out of 20 of the learning engagements in order for this to work. If you do that, then you automatically get the credit on your transcript, and you will move forward. All right. If you do not do 12 of the 20 learning engagements, you will get a no credit, and that will go down as an incomplete, and you will have to do something in the summer to earn that credit back. So please, 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 these are not optional. These learning engagements for anyone. All right. So if you want the credit, it's bad touching my eye right there. I just washed my hands off. So you need to do 60% of these. All right, that's your first option. Now, the option that I assume will be more popular is the second option, and this is credit. Let me see, I want to make sure I say this right. Sorry. Proper nomenclature is important for clear understanding. Give me a minute. Not prepared. All right. Second one, grade improvement. Grade improvement. Okay, this is for people who are not happy with their grade, really not happy with their grade, or they want to raise their grade before the end of the year. You do have an option of receiving a letter grade, but this is where you have to pay very close attention. So in order to be eligible for the grade improvement, you need to do 80% of, I'm just going to write LE now, learning engagements, from now until the end of the year. So instead of the 60% from earlier, you need to do 80%. So you need 16 out of 20 at a minimum completed. So in the grade book, there will be 20 learning engagements. They're all not graded. They don't figure into your grade. They're just there for record keeping. You need 16 ones out of the 20. You can have 17, you can have 18, you can have 19, you can have 20 and be a superstar, but you need 16. All right? If you do that, you get 100% for this part of your grade. And that's really like, we're really calling that quarter 4. It's not called quarter 4, but you get 100%. I'm going to call this quarter 4, and I'll tell you how this is calculated in a second. So remember that. All right? So you have your grade before, you have your grade now because you did 16 of the 20. The last thing is you'll have a culminating activity. This is kind of like a final. It'll probably be like a test of some sort from Big Ideas or Cognitive if you're in math apps. In the culminating activity, again, there'll be some kind of threshold, like you have to get a 60% or a 70%. If you hit that threshold, then you get 100% on the culminating activity. And that is 20% of your grade. And I'll get to that in a second. All right? So for this activity, it's either 100 or it's 0. For all of these, it's either you hit the 16, you get 100%, or you get a 0. There's no 79.5. I know you guys really get upset when I round your grades on quizzes and you get like a 23.6. Don't worry, you'll be okay with that. So you either get 16 out of 20 or 17, you get the 100%, or you don't get the 100%. You either get the 100% for the activity or you don't get the 100%. All right, so it's very simple in that manner, and it should help your grade tremendously too. All right, so those are your two options. Let's go through the second one and do an example here. All right, so let's say Brian has that's me, 80%, right, when this all happened. So I had an 80% on 312, right? This is 40% of your grade. So whatever your grade is right now in the grade book, this is 40% of your grade, all right? The second thing, I did 17 out of 20 of the learning engagements. The other 3 I did not do because I was yelling at my kids to do their work. So I did 17 out of 20, which automatically means that I got to 16. So I get 100% for this, all right? Then on the final, I got an 85%, or the culminating activity that you did online in June. I got 85%. That's higher than the 70% that we haven't figured that out yet. It's higher than what you need to get credit. I got an 85, so then I got 100% for this, right? So you can see this will be very, very beneficial for you if you get this stuff done. So 80%, then I did both of these. Let's see what your grade's gonna be, all right? So 80%, and that's 40. So this is whatever your grade is right now. All right, so whatever your grade is, if it's a 95, if it's a 65, this is your number right here multiplied by 0.4. So that's 32. Then everyone's either gonna have 100 or 0 for the next 2. So everyone should have 100. 0.4, that's 40. And then I got 100 on the culminating activity. 0.2, that's 20. And you can see right here, if I add all these up, my final grade, there will be no quarter 3, no quarter 4. It's only your final grade. No final grade. You'll get 1 grade at the end of the year. For me, it would be 72, 92%, and that would be an A. All right? And so you can see this is very beneficial for you guys. If you want the grade improvement, you can raise your grade up just by completing the learning engagements and the culminating activity. All right? Couple other things. First, May 18th is the last day, so if you have any missing assignments from this 80, whatever your grade is, let's say it's a 70, it's a 65, any missing assignments, the last day to turn those in to raise this up is May 18th, all right? May 18th is the last day to turn in any missing assignments before March 12th when we left. And then the second thing is my office hours. Please, 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 if you have any questions about this, the first week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so the first week of the learning engagements, so that was last week, right? And then the second week, I'm Tuesday and Thursday from 11 a.m. to noon. So first week, 11 a.m. to noon, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Second week, Tuesday and Thursday. We're currently in the second week, so that means this week, Tuesday and Thursday, 11 a.m. to noon. If you guys have any questions about any of the assignments, anything you want to go over, if you have a quick question, email me. If you want to meet, I've met with a couple kids through Google Hangouts to answer any questions. If you guys have anything, please let me know, because remember, none of this is optional. In either of these options, you need at least 60%. All right, and if you don't do 60%, you won't receive credit. You'll get the incomplete, and you will have to figure out a way to get that credit in the summer, which if we eventually get back out amongst the world, you're not going to want to be inside your room at a desk doing all this. All right, I hope you guys stay safe. I'm going to send you guys an email shortly with these links in it, so you guys can hopefully watch this, see what's going on. If you have any questions, let me know. And that's it. I hope you guys are staying safe. Talk to you soon.